long, as I got King G, got King G's, I know he's a man. Just make you want to shout. Hey y'all. Welcome back to my channel. We're back with another video. I'm sorry if you can hear my washer in the background for the time being. For some reason, every time I want to record, I promise you I don't start my washer on purpose. I literally start the washer and like, dang, I want to do a video tonight. And I don't got the patience to let it finish because your girl be trying to go to bed. So yeah, what's up? What's up, y'all? Make sure you like this video, comment below, subscribe to my channel. So as you can tell from the title, I'm going to be talking about being transformed by God, because it is truly such an amazing thing, and you really don't know, like, you know you're being transformed, but I really experience it just every day when I'm in a different situation that the old lyric would have thrived in, but the new transformed renewed lyric is like. So I'm going to give you an example of what brought about, I don't know if that's the right phrasing. So tonight I went to an event for my friend. It was at this restaurant that is fairly new, not that new, but it's fairly new. I was immediately overwhelmed. So I think I'm an introvert. I think I'm an introvert. I said that I'm an introvert at work the other day, and everybody was looking at me like, you are not introverted. I really feel like I'm an introvert, but I'm an extrovert when needed. Like, I'm a PRN extrovert. You feel me? Because I can show up and I can talk to people when I need to talk to people, but is that my first choice? My first choice is to go in a corner and hide, or like hide under a table, or like have a mask on my face, or just like, that's my first preference. Not necessarily talking and sparking up conversation, but when I talk and I spark up a conversation, I feel good and I'm talking and everything is cool. So anyway, I walk into this restaurant, and first off, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people. This is why I think I'm an introvert, because I walk in and there's just a lot of people that I don't know. And I was immediately just like, chill. Find your friend. Find the one you're here to support. Find the host. Find the one you know. So immediately I walk in and I'm just like, tunnel vision. Where's she at? Where's she at? I found her. I gave her a hug. And she's like, get some food. Have a seat. And I looked at her and I'm like, I have no idea who these people are. I don't know where to sit. I don't know what to do. The person that I knew, that I told that I was going to go and was hoping that he was going to go, he didn't show up until literally 15, 20 minutes before I was about to leave. So he wasn't there. So I was like, I don't know what to do. So she sat me by her family. Her family is amazing. I love them so much. They were so welcoming of me, and they were like, what's your name? And I'm like, it's Lyric. Hi. I just love sweet, genuine people. I love sweet, genuine, welcoming people. Like, nobody wants to be around somebody that's just like, why is she sitting over here? I'm sitting over here because I'm sitting over here. I'm playing. I'm talking to them. They're asking me, just different things, conversation starters, keep the conversation going. And it was a great just table. They truly just made the night for me. When going back to the title of this video, being transformed by God, where I wasn't necessarily a church environment, okay? They weren't playing Long As I Got King. I promise you my room was better than that. That was bad. Let's get back. Long as I... Did my rhythm get taken? Long as I got King G, long as I... Okay, it's back. I don't know what just happened. But yeah, they weren't playing that. They weren't playing Only I Can Do It. Those are the two songs that's been stuck in my head the past couple days. I don't know why, but those are the songs that have been stuck. But it's crazy because what I said before, being transformed by God, I would have been drinking. I would have been, dancing along to all the songs, like getting everybody hype. Like, that is what I would have been doing. I would have absolutely thrived in that environment and loved that environment. Because while I was having a good time, because like I said, I loved the people that were around me. I loved talking to them and getting to know them and meeting new people, because I do like meeting new people. Like I said, it's not my first preference. I like to stay with what I know and who I know and really just go in my shell. But once I start, talking to people and see if they're a genuine, authentic, welcoming person, I love talking to people like that. Who doesn't? So, I loved who I was at with my table. But it's crazy because certain songs that were played in college, I just started picturing me just going crazy in college and jumping up on tables. I started getting just flashbacks of me holding up my drink and dancing. Like, it was crazy, but I didn't have that same urge or the same excitement when I heard the song. It was just like, okay, okay. And then they were playing like all of my old hits. They were playing all of them, and I was just sitting there like just drinking my water on my phone, eating my wings, talking. I feel like this past year, God has renewed and transformed me so much. Just in this past year. Now, the year before was a little iffy. The year before was a little iffy, I'm not gonna lie. But this past year, God has transformed and renewed me so much, and He's been making me more like Him. The Holy Spirit has just been consuming me, and just certain desires that I don't have anymore. I used to throw back tequila sunrises like it was water, and now obviously I don't drink. I don't drink anymore, and that was something that I was like, I don't really want to give this up. I don't really want to give drinking up, but I don't drink now, and I don't listen to certain music now, and I'm just really just trying to pursue holiness and be more like God. As long as you seek God and you just allow Him to transform you and just begin to renew your mind, it's just crazy how you don't even realize certain desires go away until you're in an environment where those desires are present, and you're just like, I genuinely don't want that. Like, I don't want that. I just thank God for that. And I thank God that He's constantly renewing me and making me more like Him. And I just hope that wherever I go, I can be a light. And there's this Kirk Franklin song. I think it's Try Love. I'm pretty sure it's Try Love. And it says, don't you know that, I have to sing it. Don't you know that you just may be, okay. Don't you know that you just may be the only Jesus that they see? That's how it goes. And that's so true, because, anywhere you go, if you're just at work, or if you're at the grocery store, or if you're in an environment that is just not like a church environment, and I'm not saying like a bar or anything like that, but just any environment that's not the sanctuary, any place that's not the sanctuary, you really just want to constantly be a good representation of Jesus, because you just may be the only Jesus they see. They may never go to church. They may not go to church, but they could think about it, and they might go to church if they see Jesus through you, and if they see your light, and they see how, determined you are to seek God and build your relationship with God, and you aren't perfect, but you're striving to be more like Jesus, and you mess up and you fall short, but God's grace is sufficient for you, and you just make sure that you learn the next time and not subject yourself to temptation or anything like that. So it's crazy how God can truly transform and renew you. And at first, for the longest time, I feel like I don't say I wasn't, but I was hesitant about seeking God and talking to God and praying and just building a stronger relationship with God, because I felt like I needed to be perfect first. At that time, I wasn't necessarily not drinking. I wasn't not listening to certain music. So I was hesitant about pursuing God, because I didn't want to give up the alcohol. I didn't want to give up certain things that I was doing. But as I began to talk to God and seek God and got closer and closer to him, all of those things just started falling off. And it's just truly amazing, and I thank God for it, because I truly feel like I'm becoming a better person, and like I am becoming more like Jesus. I still mess up. Everybody falls short. Everybody sins. Everybody has their times. Nobody is perfect, but just making sure that, of course, you are repenting. God gives us grace, but giving yourself grace too. I feel like that's something I struggle with, is giving myself grace. God will have already forgiven me, and I'll still be beating myself up. He's already forgiven me. Like, I forgave you. You need to forgive yourself. That's what I struggle with, and I'm still working on, is forgiving myself. Because I'll constantly be like, Lyric, like, what were you thinking? What were you thinking? You know better. You should have done better. And I'll just constantly get in my head and beat myself up. But God is always in my head with me, telling me, I already forgave you. You can learn from this. We can move forward from this. Quit beating yourself up. Forgive yourself. Give yourself grace. And sometimes it's harder for us to give ourselves grace. Harder for us to give ourselves grace more than it is for God to give us grace. Just because I when I fall short, and of course I'm always aiming and always striving to not fall short, but we're human, we're gonna fall short, we're not perfect. Anytime that I fall short, I take that so personal, and I don't know why I want to cry right now. I feel it so deeply, like, because I don't want to let God down. I don't want to hurt him. I don't want to disappoint him. I just want him to be proud of me all the time. So when I do something that's not like him, or something that is just, I fall into temptation or something like that, it really beats me up. It really beats me up. And I know the enemy probably gets in my head and amplifies it and helps me beat myself up. But yeah, I get so upset about it. That's why I just constantly try to make sure that I don't do it. But like I said, we're human. It's gonna happen. We're gonna fall short. But I feel it so deeply, and it hurts me every time. And it should hurt you. If you're doing something that is against what God said, or something that God don't want you to do, it should hurt you, because it's not like Jesus, and you're trying to be more like him. Going back to being transformed, don't worry about what you have to give up if you're wanting to start seeking God or building a relationship with him. Don't worry about what you have to give up. God is going to, as you start pursuing him and getting closer to him, he is just going to begin to just consume you. And like I said, all of those desires will go away. So Jesus is the way, the truth, and the light. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that, get on here and just say how it's crazy how an environment that I would have thrived in, can't talk. It's crazy how an environment that I would have thrived in and just been lit in was an environment where I was super chill, super calm, eating my food, minding my business. Didn't necessarily, because there was a time where if there was a bar that close to me, I'd be like, y'all got what special? Like, I would have been thinking about it. I wasn't even thinking about it. I wasn't even thinking about it. And I just thank God for that deliverance. I thank God for it, because now I can't even be tempted by it, because I've been tempted. I've been tempted. I've been tempted. But I'm just like, no. I know. I'm cool. I'm good. And I just thank God that that's not a struggle for me anymore. And there's other things I struggle with, but I'm glad that that one's off the list. But yeah, just come to God as you are. He loves you. And as you seek him and pursue him, you'll begin to start seeing a change in you, and just a renewal and a transformation. Just a complete remodel. You know, when you remodel houses, you just knock everything down and you rip things up, and you just start taking all of the old things away, and all of it starts becoming new as you add in new appliances, paint the walls with new paint, get new furniture and everything. It's just a complete remodel when you come to Jesus and you start seeking him and allowing him to consume you. But the thing is, with any remodel, a remodel doesn't take a day. It don't take 2 days. It don't take 3. It takes some time. It takes some time, and it's a different time for everyone. I know one of my friends, she was remodeling her house for like 2 years. 2 years. Because she kept running into all these issues and everything else, and it pushed her back a whole bunch, and she was completely like gutting and removing everything in her house. So it took her a long time, but nothing, it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight. But they say Rome wasn't built in a day. Just trust the process, and it'll take time. Your desire won't immediately go away. It won't. But God will start to remodel and make all things new. I like that song, Tye Tribbett. But that's the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it and I got something out of it. And yeah, please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, comment below, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.